since being in Waverly, I've been here about 6 years now. I've sort of come to a conclusion, something I've always felt or been pretty sure about, and there's a lot of reasons to think it, but I just don't fit in. And uh, after being out of school for a while uh, and really having all those expectations confront you, like, you know, now you're in the real world, or you're expected to be in the real world. You, you gotta you gotta pick which way, and when you don't fit that way, it just it makes it puts you right in that position where you gotta be who you are, or just kill it and get a job, go to school, whatever those so-called normal things are. And I don't think I'm capable of it anyway. I'm pretty sure I'm not, so why bother? I've got a lot of stuff. I but it's I can't just stop. Like I'd have to, I suppose, to get more, to get the things that I want. I just have to make room for it, and the art materials that I have to make art out of it and sell it, so, or trade it, or whatever I have to do to get those things I want. But there's a lot of stuff I want. I've got a list of things that I want. Some of the things on it might be useful, but then most of the stuff is just silly stuff that's uh, like anybody's, childlike desires. We just want more toys. Like on my list of stuff, it's just silly, weird things that I think would go along with my stuff, like um, I don't know, human skulls. I'd like an Eskimo skull. I don't know if that's racist or like weird to people or something. I don't know. I'm not gonna go murder an Eskimo, but I'm sure I could get one off of eBay for a few $100s. And if I had a few $100, or if I had something to trade with somebody that would get me an Eskimo skull, I'd definitely like to have that, or a bulldog skull. Um, uh, I'd like a World War I German helmet with a point on it. I I guess, yeah, my favorite things to collect are um small things, um small toys, or uh things that are meaningless to most people, but they represent something to me. Or when you have them in a collection together, it looks pretty good. Just all the crap from the road. Whenever I walk around town and pick up every little broken bit of anything, and I discriminate. Like, there's certain things I'll throw it back down, or every once in a while I'll pick up a piece of sticky candy because it looks cool. I'll see this glowing jewel on the sidewalk, and I'll be drawn to it, and I'll think it's like, something like a broken piece of reflector or something. I like collecting that a lot. But yeah, every once in a while you pick up gum or somebody's candy or something like that. But yeah, just that things that they're interesting on their own, because I think they represent that little blip, when it's all dark gravel on the ground, and then there's just that one little fluorescent broken piece of plastic stuck in there. It's sort of on its own. It has this story behind it, but then when you gather it all together and make it into that hodgepodge, chaotic look at it, and it gives it value too. Something that's like thrown away, or something that's just unappreciated when it's gathered up like that or put into a different context. It's made valuable or interesting. There's something to do anywhere you are. You got to find your own things to do, and whatever you're interested in, you pursue it with what you got. But if hanging out at cool places with lots of cool people is your thing, I suppose Waverly isn't that, but uh, it's other things for me, and I've gotten things out of it. Um, Broad Street is the downtown main street in Waverly, and there's a few cool little shops there and things that would be cool anywhere, uh, but really not much. Surfaces and things, textures, if you're an artist, you have to notice these things. It's just in your nature. So like a dream surface, the best surface for my vision would be dry rot. Or just I don't know if I'm drawing from something from my subconscious about textures and surfaces. It's like a lot of my early memories when I was a baby, or just like uh, the ceilings and floors in the mall or in stores, watching the lights go by, or watching the light shine on the tiled floor, the crackling in the supermarket, where there's bumps under the floor, and the tiles crack up and get all sorts of dirt and price tag stickers and odd stuff like that. It's just stuff that's burned in my head, but stuff I still notice. I don't want to grow up. I want to be a Toys R Us kid. This is I think that's sort of like, I don't know, that warped, childlike kind of. I haven't grown up, but it's like, maybe not my fault. Maybe it's the TV's fault. Like, and being in Toys R Us and looking up at that magical wall of toys. It seems so gigantic and went for miles. Like I want to create my own world that's like that. I want more and more toys. Broken. It's not doing anymore.